Good evening, Rams. I'm Kenneth Frederick, joined here tonight by Speaker of the Senate candidate Miles Robinson. Miles, would you tell us a little bit about yourself and your campaign?
Yes, absolutely, and thank you. So for those who don't know me, my name is Miles Robinson. I'm a second year studying political science, and I want to be your Speaker of the ASCSU Senate. And our campaign is based on this idea that, there is still hope for this campus and for this world. Throughout this past year, it's been difficult, and that's, even that's an understatement. Between a global health crisis, economic hardship, racial tensions, there's been, countless amount of times throughout this past year where we felt jaded, and we've been tempted to give up on this idea that this world could get better. And some of us have given up, and if that describes you, then I want to tell you that I feel you. I feel for you, and I understand what that's like, but I want to offer you this, right? Hope is still here, and the promise of a better tomorrow is still shining brightly on the horizon, but it's not going to get here unless we have the willingness to do the hard work. We have to have the audacity to try. We have to have the willingness to do the hard work. We have to have the courage to face our adversities. If that resonates with you, I want to invite you into this campaign, and I'm asking for your vote. Because what we need right now is leadership that's miles ahead. And how we deliver that is through the tangible things. It's through the solutions that are right within our grasp that can create so much change across campus. Part of our platform is to create a climate and culture of accessibility, inclusivity, and empathy. We do that through going through our governing documents throughout the Senate, throughout ASCSU, and we commit to not passing one bylaw change or one job description change until it has been approved and checked through every SDPS office and the Office of Equal Opportunity, because they are the experts in what they need to make the space more accessible and more safe for them. Another thing that we're going to do is to address the fact that in this past year, students have not felt connected to their university, to their friends, to their teachers, to their classroom, to their like-minded peers, and the like. And that's through no fault of their own. We are living through a global pandemic right now. But what I want to do is I want to reinstill that engagement with the CSU students and their campus. And we do that through, I have a plan, right, to work with the Slice office and other areas around campus to make sure that every student has the opportunity to get involved with clubs and organizations on campus. Make sure every student has that opportunity. Because studies show that when students are more engaged with their campus and things that are going on with their community, graduation rates go up and dropout rates go down. So that is something that I feel is very important and can create a whole new generation of leaders and a whole new generation of engaged students on campus. And the third thing that I want to accomplish as Speaker is, I have the understanding of what ASCSU is. As someone who has been the senator for the Student Disability Center for over a year now, I understand the structure, I understand the stature of ASCSU. I am one who firmly believes that ASCSU is one of the most powerful student governments in the country, if not the world. But the problem that we continuously see is that only 80% of students don't know who represents them in ASCSU. An organization that has that kind of power needs to be engaged with properly, or else it's going to fall into the wrong hands. That's why we have a plan that is going to radically transform how it is we market ASCSU. Because right now our marketing is, ASCSU does this, that, and the other. We need to focus on ASCSU does this, that, and the other, and we want you here. Because we know that you are the change makers. We know that you have the power and the potential to create change right as we speak, right now, today, yesterday, next week. And that's the attitude that we want to instill on this campus. And we can do that through promoting ourselves in RAM Welcome and our orientation events and other events such as that, to, like I said, create a whole new generation of student leaders on this campus. We're also going to be pioneering this concept of the ASCSU liaison, which is going to be this position for every club and organization who wants it. That's going to be the direct link to ASCSU, and will provide the resources and the people necessary to create change and impacts that those organizations want to make and want to see. So that's really what this campaign is all about. These are the tangible things that are within our grasp that we can do, and they're going to create, they can create immense change on this campus, but we have to do the hard work in order to get it done, and that's what I commit to.
Absolutely. Would you say I know in the past that transparency has been an issue
Yeah.
that a lot of candidates have focused on. Is transparency a goal of your campaign? And if so, how would you say you would work to achieve it?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question. I think any candidate that's running for this position ought to commit to that. I think that transparency, how that would look like in our campaign, is that if there's an initiative that we're promising and we can't get it done to that full extent, we're going to be open and honest with that. We're going to explain what the challenges are, what the hurdles are, but that doesn't mean we're going to give up on it. That means that we're going to re-explore what it is we can do to make sure that change happens. It's not about giving up. It's about figuring out what it is that we can do, because that's what the campaign is all about. It's about the tangible things. So that's part of how I would be transparent in terms of the promises that I make and the goals that I want to set out for, and the change that I want to make on campus.
Absolutely. What would you say is one thing that you bring to the table that no other candidate does?
That's a wonderful question. Thank you. I think it's experience, not just in terms of being an ASCSU senator, but I think just life experience in general. I'm half black, half white, and I live with a disability. I'm hard of hearing. I wear a hearing aid, and I've worn it for half of my life. And I've experienced things that quite literally no one else has experienced, at least that I've met. I'm the only one like myself that I've ever met. And I say that not to pity myself and not to gain sympathy, but I'm saying that because I feel like I have an innate understanding of the students on this campus who aren't feeling heard, and those who aren't, who feel like they don't have a place on this campus, because that was me at one point. I've lived that myself. And so I've dedicated, my life in public service to, making sure those voices are heard. I've been a huge disability advocate. In the Senate, I've written and passed a resolution that got a universal captioning system for our online classes. I'm currently working to upgrade our ADA buttons on campus up to compliance, so that our campus is truly accessible. That is my life experiences with those identities. Those are what really drive me. But it's not only that; it's the experiences of others. I think I think I'm a good listener, not to toot my own horn too much, but I want to hear the experiences of others, because that's what's going to drive me in my leadership. So that's really what I think sets me apart. It's about listening and that commitment to empathy.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm
Yeah.
curious, do you have any last words that you'd like to say?
I would say remember to vote on March 30th, March 31st, and April 1st. And if what I've said so far resonates with you, like I said, I want to invite you into this campaign, and I want you to engage. If you have any questions for us, go to @MilesForSpeaker on Instagram, DM us, engage with us in any way that you can, because we want to hear you. This campaign is not about myself or my face alone. It's about you. It's about what you want to see on this campus, and we want to engage with that, and we want to be intentional about that. I understand that that's something that a lot of candidates have said throughout the years, and many of them have not been genuine about it. We want to be genuine about it. We know that if we don't know you, we can't properly represent you with any authenticity or integrity. So please, I'm inviting you into our campaign. We want you to ask questions of us. We want you to make your voice heard, and really discuss what it is that you want to see on the campus. So like I said, please follow us on @MilesForSpeaker on Instagram, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
If you would like to get updated on the election or any other coverage updates, you can always come back here to CTV 11.